Hi, this is John West, and I want to talk about Leadpages, but not Leadpages in general. I'm extremely happy with their service and their awesome support. But what I want to talk about is Google Analytics and Leadpages. I'd noticed URLs like these, and you may have seen them too, appearing in my Google Analytics. And you can see it's a long, complex URL, but it starts with Leadbox. That led me to believe that this is the box that opens after somebody clicks on the opt-in button. What I was getting was I was getting lots of views of it, but I wasn't getting any follow through. And I couldn't tell. I've got lots of lead pages and I've got several lead boxes, obviously, with those lead pages. I didn't know which lead box was being opened, but the person was not following through. And that's obviously an important thing for me to know. And I like to use Google Analytics to give me a single view of where everybody's going on my website across my lead pages and so on. So it was important to me to understand this. So the first thing you'll need to do if you'd like to know what lead box is actually being opened is familiarize yourself with the Google Analytics tracking code. This is the universal analytics tracking code that you'll see on the screen. And you might want to pause the video here and look all the way down to the bottom where it says GA send page view. Now this is the function call for analytics that posts the page name. And this is what we're going to change. So the first thing we'll need to do is edit our lead page and then get to the point where you can click on that opt-in box button and it will take you to the lead box editing options. And you can see here, click on tracking info. And if you haven't got your universal analytics tracking code, you'll want to paste it into the header here. As you can see, mine's already in here. And what I've done is I've highlighted the bottom here and I've added another parameter where it says GA send page view. I've added a third parameter, which is the name of the page as I want it to appear in Google Analytics. So I've instead of it being a default, I've actually supplied it my name. And so what I've done is I've added comma, space, single quote, my page name, end single quote, and then parenthesis, semicolon to terminate. And what that does is it takes that page name that I put in those single quotes and it uses that page name in analytics. And again, it needs to be a page name without the white space. It needs to be a valid URL. So I've separated each of the words with a dash. And if you go over to analytics now, you can see here is the lead box. And this is the actual lead box that's opening from that page. So you can go in and modify each of your tracking codes of the lead boxes. Give them a unique page name, and this will allow you to determine which lead boxes are being opened, how frequently they're being opened, and whether there's an abandonment rate that you should be concerned about. And if there is, there are many things you can change with regard to the text, the images, the appeal, the amount of information that you're collecting, and so on. So this has been really useful for me. I hope it's been useful for you. And leave a comment in the video underneath the video here. And if you have not checked out Leadpages, you should. There's a link in the video description. This has been John West, and I hope you found this information useful.